Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia. Today's going to be a little bit warm, it's only going to go to 27, so that's not going to be really warm at all, really. Anyway, I've got to make something. So I have to make something as a gift. I think it's going to be a gift for somebody, I think. We're not going to say too much. So it's going to be just a little thing that I want to put a little piece of jewellery in. So therefore, I'm not going to have it's not going to be a great big thing because it's a bit pointless. A piece of jewellery rolling around in it. Now I did press this because I don't know, I wanted it to be, but it's linen, so it's going to be creased again anyway. I do not want that. I need it to come down to about here, so I've got to cut that along there. As you can see, I've been widely tearing it. I'll just cut that bit off there. Okay. So this is going to be made out of bits of lace and doily things, okay? I do like to use the bits and pieces, as you well know. So that's what this is going to be made out of. I probably will line it with something. So this part here I have to cover, well I want to cover, and then maybe, no, it doesn't really matter because the inside will be a nice piece of something. You know, there'll be a nice piece of something in the inside. So let me get into this. I'll put that down like that because that's going to be the part that we need to do. We're going to use bits. Look, I have a bits and pieces things and everything, don't I? Well, I collect them up and I thought, well, these are bits, so I'm going to put them in here, and we're going to, some of them a bit bigger than bits, but, you know, it's all going to be good. Doilies, and I'm going for this bit first. I'm going to use this bit first. That's nice, I do like that. Creamy laces and things, I think. Creamy coloured. And this one here, I think, was a creamy coloured bit. And there's another bit there and another bit there. Hang on. I do want to put fair bits, a lot of different sort bits on, you know. I want a bit of variety. I do want a lot of variety. But it's mostly want to be lacy, I think. This is nice. Yeah, so I just want to make a little pouch thing. Well, not a pouch, but something that can be used after, you know, as a way for storage or something or other. Maybe. I don't know. Is that going to stay there? You don't know, do you? Now this is nice. I do like this bit. This is me. The Battenberg pieces I like. This bit here I like. It's a good size. It's going to cover that. Oh, look at this. Now let me see. So I do like that. Well, that's about right, isn't it? I've done it. It's finished. It's all done. Oh dear. I might use one of these squares. What do you reckon? What do you think? On that bit that's going to come up the front. Maybe. Maybe that bit there. Because then look, I've got a piece there that's going to go across like so. Well, that just took away what I was going to do, didn't it? And this can go up the back. And all you've got to do is put these bits on the flat part. Well, that made this a bit wrong because that's not what I want to do. I wanted it to be a variety of things, but I do like that. I do like how it's working out so far. Maybe this can be its own self. Maybe this can just be its own self. Look at that. I can make a bag out of that, can't I, with a drawstring top on it? What do you reckon? That'll work. Ah, dear. I might do that. Can I do that? If I stitch it up there, and I stitch it up there and put a string around in there, it can just draw up like that and it'll be a bag. See? Well, we'll do that later, because I'm supposed to be doing this now, aren't I? And I'm fiddling around doing that. This is nice. Oh, I haven't got the iron so I can continue ironing though. Righto, I do love that. And I do like this. It's a bit, looks like it's a bit dark, isn't it? It's a bit dark. This is the right side. Let's fish out something out of this one. Let's see what we got in this one. I do like this bit. Okay. Now that's good. I do like the braids. And this. Yes. Ooh. This is going good. I like this, how this is going. I do like, oh, look, there's a bit of that. Now, I'm always looking for that stuff. It's in here. That's why you can't find it, Sonya. It's in here. Oh, this is a nice piece. Oh, yes. Now I've gone completely doing a different direction, haven't I? Gone way off in a different direction. But that's okay. Because as long as I've got what I need, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. This I like. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, look at this. Isn't this pretty? Okay. This is really nice. Really beautiful piece. So I can put that on there. I was going to say throw it on, but I'll just put it on there. I can put that on there. I've got this piece here I can put on here. This will be good. This way does it go? And go up the top. Okay. So I know now I might not be as patchy as what I thought I was going to have it, but it'll be nice. Won't it? Yeah, that bit there and that bit there. So which is the right side? This one. Okay. Well, we'll start out with this. And I'll need to come across here. Put that down there. That fits just right, isn't it? That was made for that, wasn't it, you see? That was supposed to go there, wasn't it? It's exactly the right size. Snip that off. That's exactly the right size. I'm going to cut that bit back. And then we put this piece on here. So that because there's a silver, like a nice edge there, I can put it on here and it can be... Instead of needing a... What's that bit now? We're going to have to start sewing it on. We can't just leave it, you know, we've got to get on with it. Can't keep changing our minds either. It's not a good thing. Won't get us anywhere at that rate. Another different sort of needle I need, not a bead one. I don't have a bead on at the moment. Try this one. Is it sharp? Yes. I do like sharp needle. I don't like it. Oh, let it go. I don't like anything that's blunt. I do not like anything blunt. No. Now the thing is, what I'm doing here, this is going to end up, that's going to be covered over when the thing's closed, isn't it? That where I've got that pretty flower, that's going to be covered over. So let's put it down the bottom. What do you reckon? And put the plain bit up the top. Because when you cover it, which bit's this? This on the front, right? This is the front part. So when I go like this, that's going to be covered over. So let's put this bit up the top. Along here. You can see which is the right side because we've got all that on the back of there. So we'll stitch this along the top here. I don't want to have to take these stitches out. This is going to have a lining in it of some sort. So we'll sew this on here, and I hope I can get this made. I suppose I'm not putting a lot of stuff on it, so I should be able to. I made this in this video. I'm sure those two pieces are meeting. Ah. Come on. This is a really nice piece, this is. Really nice piece. We go down here. I want it to look good. Definitely want it to look good. No, I won't go right to the end because I'm going to put this underneath there. And put that underneath it. So that comes to the bottom where the crease is going to be. And that bit. There's some pins in that. Now I'm sure I'm guilty of putting pins in something and leaving it there. And I haven't taken them out. Hang on a minute, are they in here? Oh dear, there's a fly come inside now, that's not good. And he's zoozing around me. Oh, I don't believe this. Jimmy went out the back door, he must have let him in. Pins, Sonia, have you got any pins? Oh, one. Let me see if I can find another one. Do you? I'm trying to come out of the pincushion I've got across here. Oh, there's something next to me now that I see them. So that's got to go there. That's got to be close there. And this bit, we'll put a pin up in here. And some here, so we can put it up there. Make sure we keep it all in level. Okay, we need it to be all level. Now, we bowl it all up here in my hands. I should be able to do this. Keep it straight. You'll have to get the pin out now before you sew it in. Come here. Right. Alright, cut that off. Oh no, I want to go down the side and across the bottom, don't I? Do I need something to go underneath that bit? Let me see. What was another something that we were going to use? I'm going to use a bit of this. Or this one, but no, I don't want to cut that. Some things you don't want to cut, do you? You just don't want to. You know, you can tell it's summertime in Australia, the flies are out. It's not good. Not a good look at all. I bought a whole heap of this because I really liked it. I put it on lots of things. I'm going to put it on here now. Oh, these things, sometimes I can never tell the back and the front. They look both the same to me. I don't know about you, so what do you reckon? I think that's the back. I'm going to put that across there. Well, this is not going to be too tricky because we don't have a lot of time anyway. I've got time for doing too much. We're going to take this down outside here. By the time I take this in a bit too for the seam, it's going to be a little bit smaller than what it is, isn't it? And that's okay. Now, do I want, because that's going to be going around the corner, it'll be on the edge, won't it? So I need to put that piece of lace up in under this piece of lace and fasten them down together. Now all I've got to figure out is, do I have the right side? They both look good, so we're not going to be panicking, I suppose. I'm going to put that up in there, and down on top of it, like that. And that should go over that pretty good, I hope. I know. I'll put that pins in. Pins are good, yeah. Just like a ruler when you're trying to draw something. Pins are good to use. Pins are good to use. Makes a difference if you can do something and it works out right, doesn't it? I'll put this down in here. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to go across here. Oops. Do a back stitch, and that'll save things getting pulled up and in the way, won't it? If you do a back stitch, it won't pull up the other part. It won't pull that thread up, you know, so you want it to stay straight. I hope I've got both of them under my needle. Where is it? It might be just catching that. I might have to come down here a bit. And then, when I do that, I'm going to go across the top of it after I've caught this bit in here. Because we've got to have that so it's straight and looking properly. I suppose you could do this by machine. It's not the same though. Or handmade. That's a bit silly, I know, but I think I'd rather sew it together myself. Out. Plus my machine's still not in my sewing room. Things go, you know, there's always something you think you're going to do something and it doesn't happen. I don't know how many times this week I've been going to do a video and there's something stopping me. There's always something. So if I've slept in, I don't know, my arms are hurting too bad, Jimmy's got to go to the shops. It always seems to happen, so you don't get time. So today I decided I'm going to put this out here and do this sewing here so you can see what I'm doing, because I was wanting to do something anyway, but I just didn't want to pick up and move into the other room because I haven't really sorted that yet. The weather's a real lot better now, so I'm going to be able to go in there. I have some little health issues though that I'm dealing with at the moment, so I'll be okay. So we're going along the top here, so when that turns over, that's not going to all stick up and look, I don't know, ridiculous, I suppose you could. Don't want it to look ridiculous or poking out. I never even checked, you know, to see if I could get another piece of something to go across there, did I? I'm sure I do have a plan somewhere. I'm just having a glass of milk because I don't really have a morning tea. I probably should, especially when I get up real early, but had a little drink of milk or something. It's got sugar in it. You know what? It's okay. I'll be fine. Okay, so that's going to go like... What have I done? Help me, please. Oh, that's right. That's the right way. So that goes like that. So there'll be a small part over here, which is good because that worked out really well, didn't it? I like how that went. That's nice. Now the next one is going to be a bit of something that we don't have to iron because we can't get near the iron now. So out in the kitchen. Jeremy took it out there for me because I just used the... That's too much... Not right. Okay. No, not that bit. How about this bit? What's this bit? No, that can't work. It's gone around the corner. This here I like. I do love this piece. I've used a bit of it in the past. Right, so the piece is going to come on the fronts here. So that bit there's going to be over the front. I might have to have two bits, I think. Oh, two rows or something. Two lots. I'm going to put that on there. Or this one. Maybe we could go with this one. Because the thing is cutting up them thin pieces, you've got to get them exactly right, don't you? You don't want to muck them up. Then they won't be any good to you. They won't. What about this? This is nice. And the colours are a bit with that, aren't they? They're a bit with helping matching up with that a bit. Okay. I like that. That's a nice piece. You know what? If I had that big enough, I'd make that bit there that comes, a flap that comes over the front like that. If I had a big enough piece of this. And is anything's possible. I'm sure it is. I've drug everything out here that I own. Well, that's something that I made earlier. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I wonder if I got that stuffed in there. I don't know. There's another thing here too. I think I've seen that I made and I shouldn't be having it stuffed in. Take better care of your bits and pieces, Sonya. Well, see, there's another piece. So this is obviously something I've cut off the ends of something, isn't it? Look at that. That could go on there. Definitely. That could go on the end. Still that piece there. It's a bit long, isn't it? I hope this doesn't fall on the floor. Which one will I use? I sort of wanted more heavier than what I have been using. Oh, well, you know, that one's not very heavy, but the others are. And this I think I'll put on that. Don't you reckon? That'll come over the front of there. Okay. So, underneath that, we can have so what do we have? What do we got now? We're going to use a bit of this. I've been stitching on that. Maybe I won't use that. I might keep it. That fly go away from me. He wants to be here because there's lights on, and I do not like lights on. I have a fly zapping thing, but it's not switched on at the moment because we never thought to do that. We usually turn it on because they can get in anywhere. These things, they sneak in on behind you when you come through the back door. They do. satin fabric there. That'd be good to make one of those. Last name's out. Put it back in there. You don't need all this. You're going to have to decide what you want, Sonya. I think it might have to be this bit. And then I'll need another bit between there and there. I want it to be thicker. I want it to be a thicker piece. Let me see, what have I got? It's spread out here all around me. That's not wide enough. It's not going to go down real easy, so I'm not going to force it. How about that? Well, I think I'll put that on the edge. More so than this bit. I think I might go with that bit on the edge. Okay. Even though it needs something, like ironing. It's going to need to be ironed. I'll put that there. That bit there. I need to cut a piece off this. It's all over the place. Okay, we got it. Righto. Do we need that bit there? It'll look nice. I think so. Do you want 2 thicknesses of it, Sonya? Do you want 2 thicknesses of it so it'll be more interesting, better? Yes, I do. Because that way it's going to be a better bit. Righto. Now, I always can surround myself with these things. So I've got no space to do anything. I don't know why I got all that thread. Let's pick this up and move it. We're going to use this. We could use some of this. These are not bits, Sonya. Why do you... I put them down as bits, didn't I? Say they were bits. Yep. I'll have to stuff them back in here. A little bit of stuffing today. Sit up there. Out of my road. Righto. Now, thread this and do this thing. Oh, good. We might even have time to get a bit more done. That'll be nice, won't it? I'm thinking about the decoration too already. Which it's good though to be thinking about what you're going to put the decoration on. Okay, so that's that bit. I should probably stitch it down because then I want to put this piece on. And have those bits going the same way. So this ends up the same. Might stitch it on top of there. Why not? Okay. That pin's not very good. Goodness me. That one. That one. And this one. How's that level? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, grab it up there like this and don't stick the pin in yourself. Try not to. I like the colours. There's a reason why too I wanted to go with it, because I wanted a bit of colour in it, because there's some in the flower at the front. A bit that sort of thing, you know. I'll go good with that sort of one. Now look at that, you didn't even catch that bit. You're going to have to go back there and do that. Come around the other side. Make sure I catch it. And you come up the other way. Yeah. Get this bit. Need the end to be really good, because when you're going to sew that up, no, don't cut it off, you're going to keep going around the corner. Keep going around here, Sonya. Come down along here. Excuse me. Milk makes you thirsty too, doesn't it? I don't know if anybody else agrees with it, but it does. It does not really quench your thirst. Makes you thirsty. Okay, you pull that through, don't do that. Should have did a back stitch. Never mind, we'll do one now. Sometimes you find some of these bits are really hard to get through, these bits of lace. I don't know what that is, but so there's a big giant stitch on the underneath, but only this one on the outside. I'm thinking that I might use a what's the name? I'm going to go back up around here. Bias binding to put around the edge of this. If I've got a cream colour one, I probably do. But then you can always, I've got a thing to make some too, but I have never used it. I bought a contraption that makes bias binding and I haven't used it. Well, that's not good. Look at this. I'm going to have to cut that and go back a bit. Pull that out of there. Make sure I've got it all tucked in under without the, you come on out of there, goodness me. Now you push it down, hold on to it, because I'm going to need to go so past there now, make sure that I've put it back down. There will be more stitching on this though. We don't have to worry too much about these bits, because it's going to be stitched on more. I hope to do some stitching on it anyway, a bit of decorating. You know me, I like to do a bit of decorating. I'll go across here. I don't think I pulled it out that far, so it should be enough. Right. No, that'll come unthreaded. Of course it would. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sorry if I'm not in the shot. I don't want to be marking this video up because I need to put them up. Well, it's good that the sun's not shining on that time thing again, so that's good. Maybe I'm not going to be able to do the bias binding because it might be tricky. You know, I might be able to just sew it better without doing that. Let's just cut these bits off here. I'll just cut up this bit. Really carefully on the edge, Sonya. Really carefully. Now, what have I done? That's not good. Look at this. Ah, dear myself. Oh, goodness me. Look what I've done. That's not good. How come I kept doing that? How did I keep doing that? I'm going to have to pull that undone again. Thought I straightened it out. Anyway, we're going to have to go and... We can't edit. We don't want to learn. we don't want to learn to edit. I don't have time for editing. It takes a long time to edit something, and I don't think that I need to do that, to be honest. People like to see what's going on. Now, to stop that from doing that, we're going to stitch down there. Okay? Hopefully it'll stop that from doing that. We stitch down there. Another go at this. suppose you want to do something tricky, you got to figure it out. You got to work out what's going to happen. The rest of it's all right, isn't it? I think. Stitch this bit down, Sonya. Just get some stitches into it. Make it stay there. Righto, it's starting to get warm in here. I haven't got a fan on or nothing. I have to do... It's not good. We got a heating, and then a couple of days later, you got to have the air conditioner going. You know, it's just... You be trapped. I feel like you're trapped. Now this is a bit wobbly. I don't know if it's wobbly, but it's... Do I have to take the whole lot off here? Do I have to pull all that up, or I just put that across? Is that going to work this time? If I stitch that down this time, you're going to work for me? Stay there where you are. Now try again. No, you did it. You pulled it out. Wait a minute. Okay. Got a knot? Nope. That's not the way to find out. It really isn't. It's not the way to find out if you've got a knot or not. You're not going to believe me how I feel. I feel so much better. I don't know what I'm going to do in the winter time because it's, you know, it's just not good. It's not good at all for my arthritis. It's the worst winter I think was just gone through that I've ever had in my life. And every time it starts to get cool again, oh dear, I start to feel bad. Anyway, that's, oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't have bothered to say anything. I don't know why. I can't help myself, you know. You just think of these things. I suppose I should be thinking about what I'm doing. Hey, should be thinking about this. Is it right this time? Was that the third time proves it? Is that what they say? Keep stitching it until it's right. Right, that's that one. I think we're only going to get the bones, bare bones done on this today. I don't think I'm going to be able to do too much for you, so I'm sorry about that. So that's going like that, okay? This is up the back and it looks straight and it's going fine. Now, I wanted to do that shape on the front of here, didn't I? You know, how I felt like I could do that. Anyway, I've got to finish doing this. So let's see, I've got that bit there I could put on here. Actually, this should be turned over and stitched first before I put anything on it, I think. I don't know. I don't know why that's sitting like there. Well, I ironed that along there, and maybe I shouldn't have, because that's too... If I want it to come down there, that's too long. It doesn't have to be that long. That could be that way. It might be right. And then that piece comes down over the top of there. I did want it to have a shape, but I don't think that's going to be happening now. Okay. So I've got these pieces here that I kept out of the bag. So I wanted to do this, see? Do a triangle bit. But that was because this must have come off the long piece of a corner of something. Yeah, and I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can shape it that way. With that bit. I'll put the white one on. Maybe not. Okay. What shall I put on there then? I don't want to put the white bit on. I've got any more here in the bag? I do, but I don't know if they're very wide or if they've got... No, that's not the right sort of stuff, is it, really? I know I did want to make something and use this here on the front of it. I think that's awesome. This is pretty much made for you, you know, so you've got them bits. No, I'm not going to use that today, though. So this is bits and pieces I've got here. Stitches and stuff. I might need that bit. Definitely might need that bit. I pulled that off something I was sewing, didn't I? Yeah, I think so. But it can go on here because it is what it is. Okay, put that in there. No, I don't have any more pieces handy that I can put across there. Honey, maybe I can go with... How do I do this? Right. There's a way, there's got to be a way to stitch that on there. I am so sorry, but I have to go now because this has run out of battery. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope to come back and do some more work on this. If I put that bit together while you're not looking, that's okay, and then we can come back on here and do it together, okay? Thank you for watching everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.